What's up, guys? This is Big Worm 380, and we're back in Ark Survival Evolved in the Total Beginner's Tip series. Okay, so when we last left off, we were talking about getting a Pteranodon, and that's pretty much, we're going to start off doing that, and then we're going to go ahead, today's going to be moving day. We're going to go ahead and relocate from the beach. We're going to go further inland, and I'm going to show you guys a good spot. If you're playing on PvE, it could be a good PvP spot, possibly, but it's kind of out in the open, really. It's not really hidden at all, so... You know, it's a really good spot though to start off. I think if you're just playing by yourself or if you're playing PvE. So here we go. All right, we need to switch. Make sure if you have regular arrows in your crossbow and you're fixing to try to tame something, make sure you switch to your trank arrows, because I've done it before when I first started playing this. Got so excited I found something and I wanted to start knocking it out, and I ended up killing it, not realizing I was shooting it with regular arrows and not trank arrows. So it happens. I'll take a 95. I'll take a 95. Okay, and the thing about this too is, this is the way you have to do, or pretty much have to do a Pteranodon. You have to bolo it, because as soon as you hit them the first time, especially if you try to do it with a bow and arrow, you're going to run out of, that bolo only lasts for 30 seconds. So before he gets knocked out, before you can get all the shots with a regular bow, usually they'll break out of that bolo and haul ass, especially if it's a high level. You know, if it's at level 10 or 20 or something like that, you could probably knock it out pretty quick with a regular bow. But I'd recommend waiting to go for a Pteranodon until you get a crossbow. So I've got taming speed on 10 times on here, so this shouldn't take very long at all. I'm just gonna tame this thing up on regular meat. So what you want to do? This is their torpidity. This is what. Seriously? This is what the trank arrows got up to 796. Whenever it took the second arrow, it got it up to 796 and it passed out, just like we did earlier. When our torpidity up here with the stars got too high, we passed out. Well, that's what he is. He's passed out right now. So right now we've got narco berries in our... Oh, shit. Oh, man. Come on. You fucker. Motherfucker. Alright, let's see if I can get him on this fucking Diplo. Oh, hell no. This isn't good. Doom, doom, doom. But see, this is why I worked on my running speed. Come on. Come at this parasaur. Y'all fight over that, and I'm gonna fucking get out of here. Ha ha. Alright, that sucks. That happens, though. Definitely not the first time a Carno screwed up a tame of mine, and could have been that T-Rex or whatever. The good thing is I saw him, and he didn't kill me. So... just respawn at the bed, and the good thing is they also added, you new players, man, y'all are lucky. What the hell? Oh, shit. That is a Therizinosaurus. They call them tickle chickens. And, yeah, don't fuck with those guys. Those guys are pretty tough. They will ruin your day, that's for sure. So, yeah, used to be before, not too long ago, just a few months ago, they added this beacon that shoots up from your body, which is very handy when you die. It helps you locate your body to get your stuff back. So, it makes it real nice. Okay. Alright, on to plan B. I need some more bolas. Some more bowlers. Okay, let's try 85. Gotta switch to these. Don't. Okay. I was saying earlier before I was so rudely interrupted, what I just did was raise his torpidity level down here from 0 to 724.8. When he got to that with that second arrow, he passed out. That's all it is. You just knock him out. Okay, and then he's a carnivore. Carnivores eat meat. There are kibbles for every dinosaur on this game, just to pretty much there is, I think. If it's a carnivore, it can be fed with raw meat 9 times out of 10. And there's also prime meat. That comes from like T-Rexes, Carnos, Brontos. If I could kill that Bronto, if I had the confidence that I could kill that without getting myself killed or whatever, I'd go ahead and go for it. But at this point, I don't think I can do it without dying. So I'm going to let that go. I've got regular meat in here. He's a level 85. He's, I kind of consider that's about mid-level Pteranodon. The only reason you'd want to go as far on a Pteranodon with kibble or even taking the time, I think, to get prime, which we'll get prime later once we get a Pteranodon because we'll be able to go get it with it. But right now, having nothing else to use, no really good weapons and no flyer to get around to go somewhere and kill something and come back with the meat, regular raw meat will be just fine for the first tame. When you're taming something with raw meat, it's just going to take a little bit longer than it would, and you won't get as many bonus levels, okay? If you look at the information in the box right here, it says wild female Pteranodon, level 85, female, blah, blah, blah. Once it takes its first bite, it should start showing how many bonus levels I'm going to get out of it once I tame it up. And since it's a level 85, it should be 42 bonus levels. It's half. You can get up to half of the level of the animal in bonus levels. So it's 85, so half of that would be 82.5. They don't do half levels, so it'll be 82. You're not going to get the full half on any tame anyway, unless you force tame it with admin codes. Even if you kibble tame something, you'll usually get like 1 or 2 levels less than half. With raw meat, I'll probably get 3 or 4, maybe 5 levels less. There again, I have the taming speed up, so I'm not going to lose much. Okay, so 42. Yeah, taming effectiveness is 99.9%, 42 levels. So because I have the taming speed turned up so high, it's only going to take 2 more bites and this thing is tamed. So that's pretty good for me. But normally this would take, I don't know, let's see. Let me look it up on Dododex. If you guys don't have an app called Dododex on your phone or your PC, I suggest you download it. It's very helpful when taming or breeding. It gives you all you do is plug in the multipliers that you're using on your server, or if it's an official server, it'll just be the default, which is 1 on everything. But just to give you an idea, if I was on an official server with regular raw meat with a level 85 Pteranodon on an official server, it would take 2 hours and 37 minutes, and it would take 63 raw meat. Okay? With dodo kibble, which is the fastest thing you can tame with, it would take 8 dodo kibble, which you would have to you would have to tame dodos and get eggs, at least 8 of them, to make dodo kibble. You would have to have a garden to have the vegetables to make the kibble with it. It would take 32 minutes still. So, that's the difference between having your own single player and playing with the settings and, just doing it how you want to do it, making it less of a grind. So this guy looks like I'm going to throw these narco berries in. And here's the deal on taming also. You see his taming bar is at 39.7%. Okay, and then the purple unconscious bar, that's his torpidity, and it's dropping. When it gets down to 0, when that purple bar goes all the way down, he's going to wake back up and fly off. Or else I'm going to have to knock him out again and start the whole taming process over. So you either have to feed him narco berries, which it looks like I'm not going to need to. Because his taming bar has less to go than it's lost on its unconscious bar. So in other words, it's going to take another bite before that unconscious bar runs out. However, if you knew it was going to run out, which it normally would, you would just simply go into the menu, you would put your narco berries or narcotics in here, and you would force feed it narcotics. Then see his unconscious bars going back up. Alright, I'm going to let him finish taming up, and I'm going to go get a saddle made. I need to go kill some turtles, get some keratin, and make a saddle, and then we will be good to go. Alright, we got 11 metal ingots with 3 we had, so we're going to go ahead. The next thing I'm going to make is my pike, because now I need to kill turtles, and it's either do this or gather a bunch of shit and make a bunch of arrows from a crossbow. So we're going to do that, put those in there. Let's go. Alright, hopefully we can leave our Pteranodon there and not worry about it. Metal pikes are good. They're just like the metal tools as far as they last longer. They do more damage when you attack with them, just like the tools do have a higher damage rating. They harvest more stuff. So it's a lot easier to kill stuff with a metal pike than it is wooden spears. And these don't break. The only drawback to a metal pike versus a spear is you can't throw the metal pike, which, I mean, to be perfectly honest, I personally don't throw spears that much. I usually don't carry enough to take a chance doing that and have them break on me, so... Okay, guys, I've done some leveling off camera, and I've got the saddle on the Pteranodon, and I've leveled him up a few times. He doesn't have a whole lot of levels in him. Mainly, it's going to be weight, and you can't put speed on these anymore. You could put speed on flyers, but you can't do that no more. So, basically on Pteranodons, what I would do right off the bat, your very first one, is put some weight and some health. That's the main thing. And stamina, too. Stamina, because stamina on these is really bad. They can't fly very far. Now, with the Pteranodon, obviously you can fly regular. You can, what I call sprint fly. You click the stick or shift button on your keyboard, and it will fly fast, just like when you are running. Or you can, I'm not sure what the button is on PC, but you click your right stick and he does a barrel roll. But if you notice, that eats up a ton of stamina. So the fact that these things don't have very much stamina, you can't be using that barrel roll that much, unless you get a high stamina one or rank it up pretty good. But for right now, we've got a T-Rex. He already came over here by the house and was munching on the house, and I got him to follow me. He's down there messing with those things. And if you see down there, there's a Carno down there, like an albino Carno, and it's got a red fiery glow around it. That's an alpha dino. There's alpha T-Rexes, Carnos, and Raptors. And those things are bad news. You do not want to be messing with those. So, we are going to learn, what else do we need for that? Fiber and wood. What'd I tell you? It's always fiber. Always low on fiber. We're going to run over here, grab a little fiber, and make us a spotting scope real quick, a spyglass, and then we are going to go ahead and get out of here. I just grabbed wood, didn't I? Guess not. And these Pteranodons also don't have very much... They don't have much weight at all either, so you got to be real careful what you're carrying. This is just strictly to get from point A to point B. We're at the beginning of the game. We're not carrying a bunch of gear anyway, so, I mean, it doesn't really matter. So I made a simple bed, because what we're going to do is we're going to take this Pteranodon, we're going to relocate. I'm going to dump all that, because I already know where we're going, and where we're going, we don't need any of that we don't have to carry any of that right now, because we're going to have plenty when we get there. I'm just going to go ahead and build in a spot. It's a really good spot to start off in. If you're playing PvP, don't really know. I mean, it's not maybe the greatest. Reason being is just where it's located. It's kind of, once you clear the area, it's kind of out in the open. Not really hidden. But it's got a lot of resources, got a lot of metal, and it's kind of away from... It's up high. But we're going to have to clear the area off first, which shouldn't be a big deal. So I'm going to head over there, and we will be back in just a minute. Alright, we made it to the spot. I had to stop a couple times just because of stamina. I'm going to fly straight up in the air so you can get a kind of an idea where this is at. So there's the blue ob. That's where we spawned in and we were on the beach. There is Lava Island with the red ob. This is right by this S-curve in this river. And you'll see these 3 big stone pillars up in the air. Or 4, I guess, really, including this one. And they got the metal nodes on them. Okay, this is the spot this is a spot I like to use. I use this on PvP and I think it was just a PvP deal that I had, and it actually did work kind of good for PvP. But I mean, it wasn't like official PvP, so I don't know how it would work real good on official. But this is a great spot for PvE for sure, because you can see all the resources. Now the key here is, you've got all these resources, but when you put a foundation down or build, and you build close enough to a resource, after you collect that resource, it's not going to spawn back. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try, because what I would like to do is be able to harvest most of this metal without losing a bunch of it. So I'm going to actually build my base over where those aloes are right there. That's the only bad thing about this spot. Right off the bat, you're going to want a flyer like this so you can do what I'm fixing to do. You want to aggro these guys and run them off this cliff. And just send these guys all the way down to the bottom. Ooh, he got me, bastard. Alright, and then we got some scorpions there too. Just walk them off. Alright, now this place should be good. And as you can see, you've got a ramp going up here from down there. This actually circles around and goes all the way down to the bottom. So it's not like you're up on one of these high spots on the center map where, yeah, you're up high and you don't have to worry about stuff on the ground. But you can't get down there and you can't get ground dinos up. This is a good spot because you can walk any dino right up to this spot. Now, also remember, the thing is about that, we're going to have to put some gates or something like right over here and block this path up, because this is the only way up right here. So as long as you block that off, you've got this whole area. Now, like I said, we're gonna have to make a decision here on where we want to put our base. We're not gonna make I'm not gonna make a huge base. I mean, I'm gonna make, you know, a decent base, I guess, but I think what I'm gonna do, and see, we've got our water here too. That's what's good about this spot. It's high up, but it's got a little water hole, so you can put pipes and stuff in there, and we'll go over that in a little bit. I think I may build my base back in. I don't know. I may build it in this back corner over here. I'll lose these metal nodes back here, but then I'll keep all these ones over here, and then still got the ones up top too. And then also, here's the other benefit of this spot. Check this out. There's a cave down here. And you can fly down here. Now, you know, there's tons of metal nodes here, but if you look, there's tons of bad shit down here too. There's scorpions and titan boas and all kinds of shit. Which actually, I don't see any of that. Oh, yeah, there's a spider. Okay. So, anyway, that's this spot. Or this cave. I gotta stay him up real quick. Shit. Come on, damn it. This may have been a mistake coming in here. Did I fly far enough away? Okay, yeah, if you get far enough away from them spiders, they'll just stop moving. Like I say, usually there's a lot of snakes and stuff right here, right down here where I'm at. So this isn't a great spot to come down right at the very beginning, but this is going to be a good spot to come later to get chitin, because when you kill those spiders, you get tons of chitin off of them. And you get prime off of titan boas. So when you're taming stuff before you get into kibble, then that's a good spot to get that stuff. But anyway, okay, what I'm going to do now, first things first, I'm going to set my bed up. A fucking hyenodon right there. You gotta be kidding me. So, alright. Whatever. Alright, so to put the bed down, you have to have a foundation. As you can see, you can't place it right on the ground. That's the one good thing. That is the one advantage about the sleeping bags. You can just put them right on the ground. Okay, but we're not worried about that. So, yeah, I'm going to get a foundation real quick, get this bed down. And then we'll be, at least if we die, we'll be able to spawn back up here. Alright, so we got the thatch foundation and we got the bed down. Now we can get to the business of getting all this shit cleared out. Now, obviously, that's a ton of metal, right? So the first thing we're going to want to do, I'm going to build a box real quick, a large storage box if I can do it. Okay, so this is going to be, this spot over here, you know, having built over here, I know that this area right here is not really good to build if you're trying to build anything of any kind of size, only because, you know, it's sloped and the foundations ain't gonna, you can only put so many foundations going this way down a slope. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set up my box here, and then I'm gonna start getting a bunch of forges built. Alright guys, so if you look at my pick health, because I was using it over on the beach to get metal and stuff, been using it quite a bit since I made it, it's just about broke. So the very first thing, before I get too into clearing all this metal out, because you use the pick, I'm going to need to make sure that I have a forge built. So I went ahead and built one, and I'm going to put it, these have to go on foundations as well, which kind of sucks, but I'm just going to stick this like that right on the corner. So we have this here. Let's see, we've got 80 wood, so make that 82. And I brought that hide with me. That's why I brought the hide, because I knew I was going to need some hide, and that way I don't have to go out right this moment and hunt anything. Because we are inland now, and it's a little more dangerous than being out on the beach. So we're going to... my weight is at 270, so you see what one stack of metal does to me, and I'm carrying a crossbow and some metal tools, but I got 33 arrows, but that's only 6.5 pounds, so it doesn't take a whole lot to get encumbered. What I'm probably going to end up trying to do is get up to about 300 weight, maybe more, get my health up to about 200, and I'm probably actually going to show you guys how it's good to put some points into oxygen. When you put some points into oxygen, the good thing about bumping your oxygen stat up is you can swim faster. You can swim a lot faster. I don't know how much oxygen you get per point, but I'm not going to waste a point on that right now. I'm going to go ahead and continue on with my main stats, because we're not ready to go get in the water anyway, so there's no reason to level that up. Okay, so I'm just going to continue on clearing all this crap off and putting it in this box, and then I'm going to have to start getting some stone together and some wood, stone, wood, and thatch for my base. But anyway, guys, so we did what we wanted to do in this episode. We got us our tame. I think I screwed up on my thumbnail for my last video and said first tame, and we didn't actually get to it. I didn't get to it till this one. But yeah, we're gonna definitely keep pressing on, and we're starting to get into the good stuff here. And see, this right here is what I love about this spot. Oh, I'm thirsty? Okay, not no more. But anyway, guys, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, I will see you guys in the next one. Later.